I get that. I'm a firm believer in taking ownership. What I mean by that is, if I'm trying to communicate something to you and you don't get it, it's not your fault. It's mine. I'm not adequately articulating something for you to understand. If we go back to what we talked about in terms of communication, feedback, right? They're going to give you something to let you know that they don't understand. And I believe it's my job as the communicator to try and figure out what is it that they don't understand. That's just, so I'll give you an example. My daughter, she was watching football. My son had football on, and she's just sitting there watching it. I'm cooking. I'm not paying attention to nothing. And all of a sudden she says, "Why is there 4 quarters in the football game? What does that mean?" And I was like, "Oh, okay, let me explain that." So I said, "You know how there's 4 quarters in a dollar?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Well, 4 quarters, 4 parts, right? Makes the whole." She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Well, there's 4 quarters in a game. There's 60 minutes a whole, 15, 15, 15, 15. And she says something so powerful to me that I use in communication, and I hope that you would use it too. She said, "I heard what you said." Now, my daughter's 9. She said, "I heard what you said, but I don't understand what you mean." Blew me away. I use that with my wife today. Avoid so many arguments. Like, I heard what you said, but I don't understand what you mean. Now I'm a little bit more advanced than my daughter in terms of communication. I can now pinpoint exactly what it is that the issue is between me and my wife. So she'll say something, and I'll say, "I heard what you said, but I'm not really sure what you mean, because when you use this word, this is what this word means to me in this context." And my wife will say, "Oh, okay, that's not what I mean. This is what I mean," right? So I'm giving her feedback so that she can readjust whatever, but I'm doing it in such a way so that she understands what I understand in regards to what particular words mean. Because when it comes to language, even with the vanilla and chocolate example I just gave you, when it comes to language, you can be using the same words and not be speaking the same language. And the reason is because of meaning. If when I use a word, I mean one thing, and you use a word and you mean something else, vanilla bean, vanilla ice cream, we're not communicating.